Welcome to the Kafkas, you guys, and today is a video I've wanted to do for a long time. 10 ways Chelsea have messed up. 10 ways Chelsea have sold players too early and they were deemed not good enough for the club, but would add a lot in this current team. So let's get into it. These are the 10 players that are haunted me to this day. These 10 players, every time I see them, I go, they should be in our team. They should be here right now. So, the notable mentions, Juan Mata, Nathaniel Chalobah, and Bogle at PSG. Those three just missed out on the list. Juan Mata, because I believe it was the right time to cash in for him. And as you can see, his tenure at Manchester United, he didn't put up trees up there. But the rest, let's get into them. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you like it, because videos like this take a while to do. So I would greatly appreciate if you support the channel and just hit a like and tag a friend on Twitter. Tell them about it. Let's go. Number 10, Ryan Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand is a left back that played for Chelsea and was fantastic. Went on to have a great career at Southampton, was never given the opportunity, never given the keys to the reins of left back. And in my opinion, since then, we've always had stopgap after stopgap. Ryan Bertrand was the heir to Ashley Cole in that position. He earned that chance when we won the Champions League, but he never got given the opportunity. He started in that Champions League final at left wing, and you know the drill. We absolutely smashed Bayern at penalties. Love it. Ryan Bertrand is my guy. Came through the Gillingham Youth Academy as well. Joined Chelsea at the age of 15. Next thing you know is a Champions League winner at the club. I think we sold him too soon. Speaking of left backs, coming in at number 9, PVA. Not PVA glue, but Patrick Van Aanholt. Patrick Van Aanholt is one of those players that never gets the credit he deserves. Patrick Van Aanholt is a phenomenal modern day left back. This guy can attack, he can get a goal, he can put in a decent cross, and this guy was always overlooked. If you look at it, Patrick Van Aanholt only averaged 2 starts in the Premier League for Chelsea. That's pathetic, never even got a crack at the cherry. This kid was always going to be great. Loan after loan, whether it was the Vitesse or whether it was the Sunderland. Then he moved to Sunderland. Then he moved and finally found a home at Crystal Palace. And he's one of the best fullbacks in the league at this moment in time. Next kid coming in at number 8 was a sensation at youth team level. Jeremy Bogle was phenomenal. He was meant to be the next big thing. However, what happened? Chelsea never gave him an opportunity. One start and Gary Cahill cost him it by getting sent off. Conte sold him, nothing was the same. Currently, he is destroying it at Sassuolo. Loan after loan, whether it was the Granada, Rennes, injuries. The guy never had a stable journey to the first team. And he came out and spoke about this. He said, Pedro, Hazard and Willian only started based on reputation ahead of him. He didn't believe they were better than him at the time. Some call it arrogance, I call it beautiful confidence. The man could potentially be back at Chelsea based on the buyback clause that we have in him. Hopefully, one day we see him in the blue kit again. It's a pity he never made it at the club. Coming in at number 7, Nathan Ake. How Nathan Ake is still not at Chelsea, I will never know. Nathan Ake won a Europa League, won a Premier League, and more importantly, he won an FA Cup that he played a substantial role in. This man had a trajectory to be a starter for years to come. Yet Conte opted to get Rudiger and see you later, my friend. He decided to go to Bournemouth and nothing was the same. He's played there for a while. Chelsea have a buyback clause allegedly for the man again, and it could be activated to bring him back. He had numerous loans while he was at Chelsea. Played left back and centre defensive midfield for Watford. Went on loan to Bournemouth, which eventually transferred into a proper move to Bournemouth on a permanent basis. It's a shame that he never got an opportunity. 2 managers were looking at it in Rafa Benitez and Antonio Conte, but neither stuck their neck out or was around not long enough to keep him there. Coming in at number 6, Thorgan Hazard. Thorgan Hazard was one player that Chelsea never looked after. 0 appearances, not even given a chance, not even a sniff. Doesn't even know what Stamford Bridge looks like most probably on the pitch. The guy was only at the club, that's what the rumours say, because of the fact that he was Eden's brother. And then when they got him in, they realised, oh shit, he's actually a decent player. This guy's got tech. They started loaning him out. Gladbach slapped it. Went back to Gladbach on a permanent, slapped it. Now he's at Dortmund, slapping it. This guy would be starting for Chelsea right now. I'm dead serious when I say that. He is one of the best exciting wingers in the world right now. Give him the ball. He is very exciting. He does things out of the ordinary. He gets goals, he gets assists, and he can beat a man and put a decent cross in. For out of the top teams, he's in a tier below. Dortmund, we're not better than Dortmund. So the fact that he starts for them, he'd be starting for us. Number 5 is big Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku should have been at Chelsea and should have got the opportunity. Romelu Lukaku never even got a look in at Chelsea properly. If you actually think about it deeply, Romelu Lukaku only played 10 games for Chelsea in the league. Romelu Lukaku came with a massive reputation to Chelsea. The man came from Anderlecht. There's videos of him crying because he was a Chelsea fan through and through. Loved the club. He had a passion for the club. As some would say, that should be enough for him to play. For me, I think Lukaku was never given a chance. And after that penalty miss, he weren't waiting. He knew how good he was and deserved to play. After that Super Cup penalty miss, he demanded that transfer out. And you know what? West Brom, Everton, Manchester United, Inter Milan say he didn't make a mistake. The guy scored so many goals and moved on with his career. In my opinion, we could have had a striker till now. We never would have went through all those other strikers if we gave Rom a chance. Rom would have still been here. It's as simple as that. Rom gets goals. Lukaku's a very good player. Say what you want about his touch. Say what you want about his attributes. He's a goal-scoring machine, and they're hard to find. We know that firsthand. How many strikers have we had over the years that have scored as many goals as Romelu Lukaku? Like, realistically speaking, apart from Didier and Costa, from my recent memory, who else have we had? And Jimmy Floyd Hasselback way back when. Who else have we had? Coming in at number 4. I cannot believe we did not keep him longer. Daniel Sturridge, the dancing machine, the clinical finisher. Daniel Sturridge went to Liverpool and absolutely smashed it. Joined Chelsea with a reputation from Manchester City. He was meant to be the next big thing. And guess what? He was. Went to Bolton, smashed it like no one else has. Set records, a Premier League machine. Comes back to Chelsea, is given an opportunity with Andre Villas-Boas. Andre Villas-Boas gets sacked. Di Matteo never fancies him. Next thing you know, he's shipped out all the way to Liverpool. And guess what? He bangs there as well. Injuries ruined him in the latter stages of his career. But you can't convince me that Daniel Sturridge wouldn't have been a solution for us up front. Either him or Lukaku should have been given a proper opportunity and been backed at the club. But yet again, they were not backed. Number 3 is the big man Felipe Luis. Felipe Luis is a man that was criminally underrated by Jose Mourinho. Joined with a reputation. The Brazilian international joined from Atletico Madrid, known as arguably one of the best left-backs in the world at his time. Joins Chelsea, plays 15 games, doesn't settle in England, doesn't get consistent game time. Next thing you know, on a flight straight back to Atletico Madrid, where until last year he was consistently playing, and then recently he's been sold. It was criminal how he never got an opportunity. We've been missing a left back since Ashley Cole has been gone, but yet we had one right under our noses, and guess what happened? They dashed him out. They absolutely treated him like rubbish, and he's not around no more. And we made no profit from him. It was actually really poor business. In my opinion, it's pathetic. This next one for number 2, in my opinion, is actually arguably one of the worst ones we've ever done. And it was so tight between these two. But for me, I'm going with Kevin De Bruyne at number 2. Kevin De Bruyne joined us from Genk. When he joined us from Genk, he was meant to be the next big thing. Like, there was big hype around this kid. He was coming out the Belgian Youth Academy where everyone was like, wow, this guy's special. And this guy was really special. You could tell. He went on loan. He played for Wolfsburg. Absolutely smashed it. Werder Bremen. Smashed it. The guy was unplayable. Got player of the year at Werder Bremen on loan. Comes back to Chelsea and never got a look in. Pathetic. Starts the first game of the season where arguably was man of the match for Mourinho. Dropped for the second game. Not around no more. Goes to Wolfsburg, joins Manchester City, and you know the story from there. It is a shame he never got an opportunity. I understand we made a profit, but it's not always about the profit. Could even argue that we would have won a lot more with Kevin De Bruyne still being in this team. Can you imagine a midfield of Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Oscar, Mata, for a consistent period of time where we were growing? The The team was developing, but yet they tried to rush the process. They wanted to win now. It's such a Chelsea typical thing to do, the win now mentality. Finally, number one, numero uno, as I like to call it, numero uno, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah is fantastic. Mohamed Salah gave Chelsea the biggest backhand in the face, yeah? And every single Chelsea fan that ever hated on him, when he came back to Liverpool and smashed that into top bins against us, v Kepa, it was beautiful. And you know what? He told us he never cared about us because we never cared about him. And for that, I respect him, man. I really do. Mohamed Salah had 13 appearances for Chelsea. 13 appearances. Mohamed Salah was one of those players that was an afterthought. He joined us because he scored against us. You could see the hype around the guy. The kid was phenomenal. He scored against the big teams regular basis in the Champions League, and especially English teams. He was the English king assassin. He was literally humiliating English teams with his pace, power, and most importantly, resilience to missing chances. He missed chances, but he got a lot of them. That says a lot about his character. And that's been, in my opinion, the trajectory his career went in. He went to Fiorentina, smashed it. Went to Roma, smashed it. Joins Liverpool, smashes it. Chelsea gave up on him way too soon. Especially after he scored against Arsenal in that 6-0 win. We never gave him an opportunity. It's sad, you know. You look back at it and you think what this team could have been with De Bruyne, Forgan Hazard, Salah. Wow, that's my list, guys. I want to hear your list. Did I rank these players wrong? So now, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know, did you enjoy this type of video? Because I really did. I think it's one of the best I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. So, I really enjoyed making it. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell me what you think the ranking should be, and let me know if I missed anyone. Peace out, till next time.